the time.
100 with you. I'm doing this iPhone. We here. This is we in the studio and we in the $1 million studio doing this in about a year and a half.
Yeah, right.
That's how I know this shit about to pop. Hold on, let me just send the link out.
Gotcha.
But let them tap back in with us. We here again. My fault. How much time you got? Let me know.
No, we good. We good. I'm chilling.
Having the conversation. Love it. You know, I want this to be real natural.
Yeah. I'm just cooling, man. I'm at my Eater Red is having a session right now, so I'm just here just cooling and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just here just being a studio rat. You know what I mean?
I love it. Now I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same fucking way, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I don't mind being around these niggas. I just like seeing what my brothers is coming with, man.
Yeah,
they
man.
always coming with some shit, so
because that shit be inspired too. Like when I be in the studio, bro, like we used to have our own studio, bro. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I haven't had a studio in a while. You know what I mean? Like one that I was just working out of, man. And ever since wrestling school, I've been rocking with Astra. So, man, yeah, man. What's up?
Spot no more?
Yeah, they're not in the same spot in Newark. They're in a different spot now. We in Bloomfield, so we're like 15 minutes away from where we were in Newark and shit.
Cause that was the trenches. Y'all was on the trenches. Let's talk about. Let's get into that. Y'all was in the trenches.
Yeah.
Trenches real. You know they was in the trenches. She
Yeah,
got dark. Shit was dark in them alley. That walk back to the car, man.
Yeah, man, that's downtown Newark, man. It's crazy because that's like the business district and all that shit. Like that's where all like the courts and all of that shit is, man. Yeah. City Hall, the whole nine. But that's actually like the craziest place to be and shit. But yeah, man. Astra, they were based out of Newark, and then something just happened with the building. I guess they were trying to raise the money, like the rent up and all of that. So we ended up finding another spot over here in Bloomfield, man. It's a nice little spot. The spot is real dope. It's fucking beautiful studio, man. But it has like a different energy to it here. I like the energy here a lot.
Yeah, it looked fly for the pictures. It looked fly.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like to me. I always say like the shit looks cute. It's a pretty studio. You know what I mean? We muddying it up though. You know what I mean?
As you should. You feel what I'm saying? As you should.
Hell yeah, man. It was just funny. It was a lot to get used to at first because it was like a pretty ass studio. I'm like, yo, we in this pretty ass studio right now. But it's like, yo, son, we can't act like we can't have nice things. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, when you you needed a couple sessions. So it's funny because we got shout out to hot water, right? We was at the hot water session. It was like our first two sessions, it was like very nice. Shout out to the brother PJ. He was in there, showing love, going crazy. Like he was very hospitable. You feel what I'm saying? And then last time we got in there, it was like, yeah, you know, when you've been in there a while now, like the little shit start peeling off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's down. That's why I said on the record, down bad water. Yeah, like this is what I like. I like it a little rough. I like this still gotta be a little rough. You know what I mean? Like it is cool and all that, but you need that when you in that bag where you making that grimy. Like you gotta have that. You know what I mean? Like facts.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, it's nice in here though. I like it though. You know what I mean? It got a vibe to this one. I like this one a lot. The other one had a vibe too, but the other one was like real grimy. You know what I mean?
It was grimy. Loved it though. Yeah. Let me get into this story. Fuck it, we gonna get into this all over. I talk in circles, so in real life, this is gonna be how the show goes. So it is a conversation. I want to be different from other shit you've done before too. So when your fans see this, they get a little different. You know, get a little different stories. So you invited me to the studio. I love the idea. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this shit is dope. You feel what I'm saying? I was a part of like Retro and Buzz when they did their first joint.
That's ill, yeah.
That shit was fire, but like it wasn't as many MCs as that. So it was like very intimate. So when I pull up, I'm looking for you and shit. Then I see my man Gustavo in the fucking mask.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yo, wait a minute, it's two niggas with luchadors mask in here. First off, I'm like, I'm home. Collision was already going down the other way. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so I'm like, yo, this shit is fly. Like, dead ass, this shit is fly. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, it was so cool to see all y'all there, but just to see the luchador mask was very like, I felt that home, like, oh, I'm safe. Like, and the
Yeah.
I was good regardless, but just to see like, oh, I'm with niggas that fuck with wrestling for real. Like, if these
Yeah,
here with luchador masks, these niggas fuck with culture and they got
yeah.
bars. Let's get to it. That's why I put
Yeah.
my phone out like, all right, let's get to work. Like,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
everybody that pulled up. It was a beautiful session.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
wrestling school. Where was the idea birthed? Like, get into that.
Nah, so what happened was, man, so like it kind of started. So I had did a beat battle, man, with Astra. Astra had put on a beat battle. It was called Maximum Output. So it was like, it was all of us going crazy. So in the battle was O's, myself, and then there was a couple people, like some of the one of the dudes I battled was a bopper. So shout out to the boppers. You know what I mean? So they had like different crews, man. Fucking Pages was there. I don't know if you heard Pages. Hooks Arthur was there. So
Okay.
there was a
Yeah,
lot
I
of fucking people. Yeah,
heard fuck with my boy Retro.
yeah. So there's a lot of fucking people just in the building in general. What's going on here? Yeah. So
Yeah,
fucking
so
so
culture.
fucking yeah, man. So with wrestling school, man. So like I had met them, and then I had got cool with I was starting to get cool with War, and I started getting cool with Key and Eric. So like it all spawned from there, man. Just getting cool with them, and I kind of told them like, yo, I've always had this idea of doing like a project in one day. You know what I'm saying? I remember Freeway did one. He did like an album with Static, and
Mm-hmm.
they broadcasted it live on like Ustream and all of that shit. I remember Saigon did one where niggas just did shit in like 24 hours.
Yeah,
So
Retro. But from the soul, we just did that album right there, just bars
yeah,
and
Ramble Raps, right? Ramble Raps you're talking
oh
about,
no,
right?
first joint I did with Retro, I
Uh-huh.
did at his house, like 6 hours in there, just off the rip. Just met him like same way I met up. I pulled up. I pull up on niggas. Like
Yeah,
I'm a,
yeah,
it's culture involved. I'm pulling up. I don't care where you at. I'm pulling up. You got the beats. I got the bars. Let's work. So
yeah. So
on them.
yeah, man. So once I like got cool with War, I had asked him like, yo, like I told him about the idea. Like I just wanted to just book like 6 hours. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I just want to get a bunch of MCs together
Yeah,
just to do records, And I didn't even know what we was gonna make. Originally, man, the sessions were supposed to be for like another project because I had music that was like already done with a
yeah,
couple of MCs, and I was just gonna just build from there. And then, as the fucking session was going on, man, it I was hearing it, man. I'm like, yo, this shit sounds like a project.
yeah.
I was like, this music sounds way different than what was recorded. I was like, this energy is different. So
Mm-hmm.
it just wouldn't have made sense to have been compiled with those other records, man. So like, it was like mid session that I was like, yo, I was like, this shit just needs to be a fucking project on its own, man. But
Yeah.
so the idea just came to me, man. I just thought about like Alchemist has Rap Camp. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
know Spanish Ran has something with the church. I forgot what it was called.
Shout out to them.
What a Yeah, shout out to them brothers, man. I'm a fucking fan. I'm a fan of them, man. I fucking love those guys, bro. Um, Fucking yeah, man. So once I saw like that people would like do those sessions, like those kind of like lock-in sessions,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to do one, man, and I didn't have a name for it. And then I had the graphic, like I had found like a vector for the graphic that I used for the flyer and shit and the cover. So
Mm-hmm.
once I found that, I was like, yo, wrestling school. And it just fucking clicked. The name sounded good. It just
Yeah.
made sense, man. And And once it had that name, it all clicked, man. It just started. It all just formed from there, man. And a lot of those songs, like yeah, so like especially like people on the invite list, man. Some people, I had given beats to previously and didn't get records back like right away or at all until the sessions. You know what I'm saying? Heartbreak Julio was one of those people.
Yo, it was funny because when you said that in the interview, I was like, yeah, I was me. I was definitely one of them niggas.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, because it was crazy. Because I'm first off, I'm really not even like that. Like I pride myself when I had my studio situation and I had my shit going where I needed. I'd be like, somebody send me a verse, I'll try to send that shit back less than 24 hours. Like, because
Nah, I got you.
you know what I'm saying? But as
Yeah.
time grows and shit happens and down back, living your life, you know what I mean? But
Nah, and that's the one thing. Like I understood, and
yeah,
I understand that people had different situations and stuff. So, but look at that. But that's what I'm saying. But like, look at that. Like, but look what patience got us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and look what
if there was anything that was a learning experience, because a lot of, like I said, I have to be patient with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? In terms of putting it together and getting people to come through and. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those people I had just met that day. You know what I'm saying? The
I
only
can
person.
I can tell because I'm peeping the scenery. I'm seeing what's going on. I'm seeing like he meeting like not everybody, but like some people I can tell y'all just met and shit like that too. Everybody was just vibing, but it was just such a dope atmosphere. Everybody was
Yeah,
just
I felt like at first nobody wanted to. It was like you ever see the movies when the kids go to like the dance and they all just staring at each other.
chilling.
I felt like that's what it was like at first, man. And then once I threw that beat on and everybody was like, "I'll jump on this. I'll jump on this." Like yeah,
Mhm.
and that's when that was like the break the ice moment, man. And yeah, nah, man. I fucking that session was incredible, man. I'm fucking excited to do a wrestling school too, man. But a lot of cool shit has come from it, man. I'm excited, man. We're gonna be doing cassettes, man. I've been building towards that, so we're gonna start doing like physicals for the project and shit, man. So
Nah, I'm excited for that, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I got a lot of love off that project, man. Like I feel like just a part of that project is like because I got so much feedback and love. First off, the Swanson joint is one of my favorite beats I ever rapped on in my life. Let me just say that. I wait
yeah,
episode to tell you that. That
yeah, I
is one of my
appreciate that.
favorite beats I ever rapped on in my life. When I heard that, I said, I gotta get on this. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hell yeah, hell
That beat
yeah, man.
incredible. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's funny, man. You had mentioned J Robbins before, man. Shout out to J Robbins, man. That beat, yo, I wasn't exactly the biggest fan of that beat, man. And I had sent it to J Rhymes, and he was like, yo, this beat is fucking crazy. This beat is fucking insane. Like, why don't you like this beat? And he was the first one to have a rhyme for it, man. And I didn't know that shit was gonna turn into some like flavor in your ear type shit. Okay.
Yo, my shit pumping like the AC in the drive. These niggas third eye blind, that shit on Fetty Wap. I'm not the guy that you making up. I've seen bad blood close shop. Jealousy kills, universe blessing me like Shorty with top. Play the fool, now they say my name twice like Blue Azul. My nigga O-Sad and fire to the fuel. We banking on killing niggas, we got our own Deadpool. Slap a nigga with a low glove and challenge him to a duel. Stack donuts, hop on beats and turn into nigga man. Your favorite rapper, action figure fan. Trigger finger.